EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Carolina Panthers. Eddie Pinheiro about set to get us going, and we are underway here in Charlotte. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Corral now to throw. This is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Corral takes a shotgun snap. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. And Corral will throw it. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther save. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football right to a sack. That's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Here's Corral. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
First down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. Pulled in at the 24. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
Let's go. Ultra. Go Ultra.
They start on the ground here at Sanders to about the 33-yard line.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 8. Young to throw it. Got his man. It's Jonathan Mingo. And across midfield down to the 35. A gain there of 21 yards.
third and to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Now Young. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. Throwing far off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Now a 2nd down throw for Young. And he rifles one incomplete.
I ain't going to scan downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. It's Young off play action. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA, with a sack.
Pinheiro for the Panthers field goal. A 55-yard attempt.
And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Another carry for Pierce. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 6. His way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 12 yards there, 1st down Vikings.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Pierce now up the middle. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now 2nd and 5. Running it out of the gun with Pierce. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 15. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. score after one on EA Sports. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. Corral. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Vikings are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be second and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
Again, it's Pierce. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dameon Pierce, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Jake Bailey set to kick off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Young's throw is taken in by Waddle. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Young to throw it. Out route, he finds his man. It's Jones. From the 41, here's 2nd and 2. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Third and short yardage, Young. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. That's taken on the 25. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Now a 2nd and 6. Back to throw, Corral. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's still down. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. When there's extra defenders on the field, dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
2nd down and 8.
Ready, go.
Young now. Under pressure, and down he goes. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
3rd and long for Young. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead them to 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return, and it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
Kick it to 22. Do not kick it to 22.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. 50 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. Two minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Fans, a reminder, coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando for highlights and analysis and scores from around the NFL here in this opening weekend.
Let's put the coach to work.
2nd down and 4. And Corral will throw it. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field and took away his intended read and almost dared him to try to pull his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Corral. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1.
They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Throwing here, Corral. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to pick up the Vikings' 1st down. Well, they take a chance there on 4th and 1, but it's a gain of 3 and a new set of downs. Up the middle they go. Branch. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
At the Panthers' 40-yard line.
Now a 2nd and 10. Corral looking to throw it.
Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
He's unable to use his size to break up much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
From the gun, Corral. Looks again for T.J. Hockenson, and he's got him again.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd and 9.
Now a handoff up the middle. Branch. He'll pick up only a yard there and leave him with a 3rd and 7.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz and wreaks havoc, because they've been taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points.
Sly able to put this one through.
And that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Young.
He completes this one to Mingo.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big play that time on the catch and run. And a fresh set of downs.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd and 7. Here's Young from the shotgun. His throw incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Ready.
Here is Young. That is caught. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Another run here with Sanders. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They go play action. Young. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here.
Well, look what we have here. A sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Well, now they'll try the end around. And he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that one coming on his opening carry of the season. Do you give him a mulligan?
You would like to? But this game counts. If this were preseason, he'd get a mulligan. But this is for real, so not expecting that at all. Got to find a way to take care of it. I'm sure he'll get other opportunities.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Corral sets up play action, eluding the pressure right. That's complete to K.J. Osborne. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
Up the middle they go. Branch. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. He's across midfield, and he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off. Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Shotgun snap to Corral. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated, but force him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now a handoff up the middle. Branch. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. Fourth down now.
Joey Sly on for the field goal. A 53-yard attempt.
Sly able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football is certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
At the 23-yard line.
Second down, Young.
Throw left side, pulled in by Mingo.
63 yards receiving for him now. And that last catch good enough for a first down.
And the Panthers, first down.
Ready up.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Running right, here's Sanders. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Second and 10, third quarter of the season opener.
Young off the play fake.
That's Ronald. He's got the catch on the out route.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Gain there of 21 yards. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On the set. Steal. Check, steal.
On first and 10, it's Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Now here's Young. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
This offense so far on third down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 27-yard line. The third down conversion is successful. Give them 12 yards that time. And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Meanwhile, Young's throw is taken in by Waddle. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 14. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Check right. Ready.
A give running left. It's Sanders. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Miles Sanders taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Panthers are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the 4th. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slimly, second half they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then of course by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
As a defense, you're more bound when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Corral. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Critical play in this football game is if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
On the ready.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 45-yard line. 49 yards on the ground for him. He's doing that on 15 carries.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
A 1st down throw for Young. Open man is Mingo, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 23 yards on the play. Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
He'll buy some time right. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week one. Here's 3rd down now. Throwing, Young. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Vikings have just about sewn up this football game. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes you're fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. There's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Now Corral to throw it. Sliding out of the pocket. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Let's take it at around the 40. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. Here's 1st and 10. Young to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
And they'll indeed take a knee. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here at week one. CD, always a little extra excitement for week one, and one of our early window games here in week one on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. but everyone's got to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year,